Yo, what's going on? It's Saturday, folks, and my Ragrag showed up. Um, I ordered a Ragrag a hat, like, I don't know, 6 months ago or 5 months ago, and ended up losing it fishing. And it was, you know, for what it is, this is an interesting setup, and I really dig it. Basically, you have the brim here, right? Then you have this wide area of cloth. And this is basically it's about as thin as a bandana. And you put the brim over your forehead and backwards. You tie it up like a do-rag, right? And when I first got it, I was like, wow, this is like the most comfortable hat I've ever worn in my entire life. I mean, you're not going to wear it into a corporate meeting. That's obvious. But for what I do, like lots of fishing, being out in the sunlight, and like a few of the biggest things are heat, man. Fucking heat. Heat, mosquitoes on your neck, all kinds of just uncoolness. Fishing's cool. Getting the shit bit out of your neck, and after it's been burned all day. I really dug the Ragrag, and I bought the first one in camo, and I lost it. And I think I mentioned that I lost it, and the guy who makes the Ragrags, I'm not going to mention his name, or to say the YouTube channel is I'll Be Durned. He offered to send me another one out for free, which I thought that was so cool. You know, nobody does that kind of stuff, and I sent him out a check, and to my surprise, when I opened up the package, there was 2 Ragrags in here. So now I'm not scared anymore. You know, I lost the other one. I really dug it, and what I found with this, you can tie this up in so many different ways. And like anything that I'm not promoting it. I don't get anything from it. It doesn't matter. But honestly, I think I'm gonna buy another one next week, because it's hands down the most comfortable hat I've ever put. I'm a hat guy. I have so many damn hats, and I've worked in brutally hot kitchens. I've tied this thing around my head like the Grand Wizard from WWF, like a turban. Dip it in water, just like he said, and everyone else around me was like dropping from the heat, and I was just like, yeah, what's up? Very cool. What I do with it when I'm out fishing, I wear it in tandem. I wear with a boonie hat, so I have the boonie hat, and then I have the Ragrag underneath. And when I'm feeling so inclined, I take the boonie hat out, and I go swimming in the water. You know how it goes. And what I found about it, what I like absolutely and totally the most, is when it gets soaking wet and it goes in your head, and the water starts to evaporate. It keeps your head and your neck cool, because that's like the biggest thing, man, for heat stroke, is keep the neck and keep the head cool. And it you know, like I said, this isn't something you're not gonna wear to go see your boss, but it is crazy comfortable, and I find myself, I can't take the damn thing off. I like it that much, and it's not like I'm throwing some pitch at you. I think it's cool, but you have to understand what it is. It's a rag. It's a rag, brothers and sisters. You know, and it's got a brim on it, and it is I gotta tell you, it's a badass idea. It is a badass idea. I've washed them already, and the last one I washed, the only mistake I made on the last one was I thought maybe the back of it was too long, so I had cut it, and it didn't want to tie up right after that, so I won't be doing that. I think camo's the color for me. I really dig the camo. I think it's really, look at how long that is. So imagine it being saturated, right? And all that cool cloth is on the back of your neck, and all that cool cloth is on the top of your head, and around the brim sucks up the water, and it's. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world, but for me it is. I really like this hat, and when I like something, I'm a fucking weirdo. When I like something, I want to buy more because I'm always afraid that I won't be able to get them anymore. So I'm thinking next week I'm gonna buy a couple more Ragrags. So if you have the chance, look it up on YouTube.com, Ragrag, and tell me what you think. Like I said, take it for what it is. It's a rag, and it's made into a hat, and it's made in America. And the thing that I found about it was, man, and I'm funny this way. I'm funny about a lot of things, but the man who makes these, he's real, man. He's completely real. You'll get all these YouTube phony fuck faces. Excuse my French, or excuse me for saying excuse my French, which I think is obnoxious anyway. But real, and it's one of the channels that I watch. Anytime he puts a video up, I watch it. I'm freaking glued to it. He's like giving stories about the weather, and I'm just like, fucking flatline and watching it. I don't know why. There's certain channels that I gravitate to that I can't stop watching, and I want to know how hot it is in Nevada. That's what kind of nerd I am. So if I could say anything, and I'm not going to be like a nut and fancy, I will endorse this and we'll make millions of dollars or anything like that. I don't want to put that out there. What I want to say is, this is a comfortable hat, and for utilitarian purposes, I think it really fits the bill, and at the same time, it is pretty badass looking. I'm riding my Harley. I got the Ragrag under the helmet. This is flapping in the breeze. You know how I roll. It's pretty cool, and I've had quite a few people last year who would ask me, did I make that myself? I'm not a glory grabber. I'm not going to do that. And I had mentioned it, so I don't know whether he saw any flash in the pan out of that, but it's cool, and I'll be darned. If you get a chance, subscribe to his channel. I think he puts out some life lessons, and I couldn't remember where I got this from, and I remember I heard it, and I remember it rolling out of my mouth at the time. Live by your wits, not your worries. And that was probably one of the greatest things I ever took away from that channel. So many times I was like, man, this sucks. And I remembered that saying, and I said, you know what? I can change this. And that was I think, I'm sold. I hope he never closes his account, because I'll watch any damn video. If he wants to make a video cleaning his damn bathroom, I'd probably watch it. That's what kind of guy I am. So, if you get the chance, check out a Ragrag. The price is great, and these things are pretty damn cool. And, but like I said, it's more deep stuff. It is what it is. And I can't believe that. I remember seeing things like this back in the 80s, but they were more like boardwalk prizes, but they couldn't do as much as I see this does. I think in the future, if he really got into this and this really took off, if I could make any recommendations, it would be to fold over the back and sew it. So when you do wash it, or you put it through hard use, it doesn't shred. So check it out. It may not be for you, but I'm telling you, dude, it's totally for me. Later.